Okay, so today my son is coming over to do some landscaping, clean up some of this stuff around the yard, make it a little bit more presentable for the neighborhood. My ear itches. About the only landscaping I've done is this corner right here. But we need this corner done over here. All that stuff torn out of there except for the big bushes, basically. All this stuff up here. I mean, we're keeping the main bushes, anything that's an actual plant that might flower. But there's a lot of weeds in there and stuff, and around the side here as well. And then over here on this side. And we're also going to have him put down black mulch. The same stuff we have right here, just around all those areas over there in the front and over here as well, because we really need to get this place more presentable for this neighborhood. Everything in this neighborhood is like pristine. Everybody does such a great job with their yards, and I just have not had the time to get out here yet to do this stuff. So he's going to come over here today and do that for us. We got a lot of this kind of crap growing, like these little pricker things. Those all need to come out, and you know, most of this tall stuff up here. We got some flowers over here, and then Marion was talking about filling this in and planting some flowers in here eventually. That's not going to happen right now, but eventually. And then if we come around to the back here, this stuff here I'll clean up a little bit later and probably put some mulch. But if he has the time today, I'm going to have him also clean up all this stuff around the tree. I mean, honestly, I don't even want any of these plants around here anymore right now. I would like to eventually decide what I want to do with this area. But right now, as far as I'm concerned, this is all just crappy overgrowth that can be ripped out and, you know, no mulch or anything, maybe just raked up a little bit so that it looks better. But especially over here, look at this. I mean, there's a lot of poison ivy in there too. So all these ferns over here, I don't know what the thinking with that was, but it's just way too crazy, and it needs cleaned up. So gonna have him do that too if he has the time. Yeah, look at this. This is just like Jurassic Park right here. I don't know if the previous owner like purposely planted all these ferns. It kind of looks like it, but man, I mean, that is some serious overkill right there. And this is what 40 bags of mulch looks like in the back of a Hummer. Okay, day 2. So, Nathan got started on the landscaping and completed this whole section over here yesterday, or no, the day before actually. Yesterday was Sunday, so, but yeah, he dug out a whole ton of stuff, trimmed up these bushes here, put down the black mulch, just cleaned up all this crap around here, all the, I don't know, the weeds and whatever else was growing there. And the only thing we left, obviously, was the yellow flowers there. So that turned out really, really good. And this section here actually took almost every bag of mulch we had. We bought 40 bags of mulch. And this is all that's left right here. So we got to make a run out to Home Depot after a bit here. To get more. We're probably going to need at least 40 more bags, if not 50. But this is what he's working on here right now. Weeding this area here. And over here right now, he's working on getting these vines off of the house. They were all crawling up over here. And this is all of it here that he's been pulling out of there. You can still see it over here a little bit under the window. But yeah, it was just covering the whole house over here. So he's cleaning that all up really good there. And then all of this is going to have that black mulch in it too. We've kind of gone back and forth about these bushes here. Like this one and this one, these are the weirdest bushes. Right now, this thing looks like it's almost fully in bloom. There's a couple of flowers even on it over here. Looks really good. And this one looks pretty good too. But it's really strange because at times this one and this one will take turns like wilting and looking like it's completely dead, like this over here. Like you see how this one had flowers on it, and now they're just completely dead and wilted. We will look outside, and this bush and this one will literally look that same way, and we're like, what in the world? The bushes are dead. 10 minutes later, they're back to this. It's the weirdest thing we've ever seen. And we got 40 more bags of mulch. And now there's one left. So Nathan's been over here busting it out. He's got this part over here all done, everything torn up, all the new mulch put down, looking awesome. And then over here, he's finishing up around the corner. Everything that we talked about, ripping out over here, he did. This looks awesome right here around the tree. I'm so glad you can actually see the tree now, instead of all that junk that was down here. And over here, going around the side, he's just finishing up and getting ready to put down the rest of the mulch over to here. He's going to do the back another day, but he is going to finish this up before he leaves tonight too. And look at what a mess this part looks like right here. This is just crazy. So we're going to go back out to Lowe's. No, not Lowe's. Home Depot. We're going to get some more mulch for this area here. And then I bought a electric trimmer that we can get these done. He's just gonna kind of look at this stuff as he goes through and rips all this out and see like if this bush here is something that's worth keeping or if that's coming out too. But in the end, this will look just as awesome as the rest of it. And we have 20 more bags. So Nathan and I ran out to Home Depot and I grabbed one of these DeWalt hedge trimmer. Figured that'd be much easier. He's actually down there using it right now because we've got this enormous hedge down here. I should have bought it earlier because he still had to trim like this up here and then that one over there. Had to do that by hand, but this is going so much faster. It's unbelievable. And we stopped and got 20 more bags of mulch. We've still got those 3 over there. But man, this has taken a lot. I think it was 37 bags for this area right here. As I said before, this was like 10 bags right here. Probably gonna use 1 or 2 of these on that to finish it off. Then for this part up here, and then this over here and around the side of the house, it was another 37 bags of mulch. And then those 20 over there are going to go right in here and then around the outside there. I don't want to walk over there because he's doing his trimming over there, but that's what those bags are going to be for. But look how good that is looking. He's done such a good job on this. The whole yard is coming together. I love how this is shaped here, and he went around the edges of that again with a spade and brought the mulch back to here. So we still need to get this little area back here cleaned up, get rid of the old hose, get a box to put the new hose in. I am thinking about getting a power washer because this fence is so dirty, and like the windows and the side of the house over here, it could really use it, as well as the driveway. But yeah, coming back the side here, this all looks so good. And then we get to the ferns, to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle, baby. This all back here is just an absolute disaster. Look at all of this poison ivy. There is so much poison ivy in this whole area here and climbing the tree. That is so crazy. I need to find an effective way to kill that off. I'm even hesitant to have him come in here, but he did say he has like a full body hazmat suit, so he just might have to use that. And then we got all these ferns, and these will be coming down too, but that'll probably be in, I don't know, another week or so, because he's got some other stuff to do first. How's it coming down here?
Pretty good. There's like 3 bushes here, so I'm trying to figure out how to even them out.
Yeah, they all, I wonder how many there were when he first put them in. There's probably like 5, and then they all just kind of melded together. That trimmer works pretty dang good though. And then look at this, we've got this stone wall down here, that he has discovered as he's cleaning this stuff out. I didn't even see it before, and if we come over here to the other side too, you can see it comes around here, and it actually goes all the way down. So we're not going to mess with that today, but we are going to just do the mulch in here up to about right there. Okay, so it's the next morning. Marion and I went out to see the Elvis movie last night, which was absolutely incredible. We left before Nathan was finished. I think he was here for about another hour, but let me show you how this looks. It looks absolutely awesome. He did a great job. So we do have a small stack of the mulch left, which will be good to fill in different spots as it rains and it kind of gets moved around here. But yeah, here's where he started the other day. So this was the first spot. This looks really good over here. Trimmed these trees. Trees, I called them. Bushes, hedges, whatever you want to call them. We got the yellow flowers over here. I think they're tulips or something. They need some rain or the hose. So I'm going to break that out pretty soon here. Give them something to drink. Then over here, you know, I did this corner the other day. But this is how it looks up here. Oh, it looks so much better than it did, and I love the black mulch. Just kept the bare minimum, basically, you know, none of that, all that extra stuff that was in here. It was really strange. It was almost like the previous owners just took all these seeds of whatever, mixed them together in their hand and was like, there you go. And then just whatever grew. It was so weird. But, yeah, this is all cleaned out over here now. I love how clean this is around the tree. He tore down all the vines that were starting to climb the house over there. And then if we come around the corner here, you can really see the shape good of all this over here. This is really awesome here. He went around the edges there and cleaned it up, made it nice and sharp. And, oh, I just saw a little chipmunk. Yeah, then the mulch over here goes right back to the ferns there. I showed you most of this yesterday, but just to give you a recap and show you everything and how it looks now. We're going to get to this tree line here later on. There's still like some stuff growing up over here that needs pulled up. But this corner here on the other side of the yard looks so nice. I told you yesterday we went out and got those electric trimmers, so he was able to use those on all these hedges over here. Trimmed this one down, trimmed this one down, ripped out all that other junk that was inside. And then if we come down here around the front, he cleaned all this up, ripped out all the extra junk, cleaned up underneath this hedge here, exposing this rock wall, which is so awesome. I love the way that looks. That looks really cool. And I think I said when I was filming yesterday that we went down all the tree line here to check and see if there's more of this brick wall, and there is. He built that wall all the way down to the end of that tree line there. So now we kind of have to make the decision of, do we want to see all the ivy that's up through here, or do we want to rip all that out and see the brick wall? Because the brick wall is pretty awesome. I'm not sure about that though. That would be a lot more work. And I'll have to talk to the neighbor and see like what he would prefer to see, because really it's pointing over towards his house. So if he would rather see as it is right now with all the ivy in that, we'll just leave it alone. But if he thinks that it would look better with the brick wall and more black mulch, then we will more than likely go ahead and just do that. So there's a pretty good shot of the house from the street here. I just can't believe how good of a job he did. Looks 100% better than it did. And I'm so glad that he had the time to come out here and do it, because I've just been working inside and have not had the time to get to the yard. And I really needed it to look good in this neighborhood. Not only do we want it to look good for ourselves, but like I said before, everybody else's yards in this neighborhood basically looks like a well-manicured golf course. So we didn't want to be the one house that didn't look good like that.
And I like the way you are, and now I want it all.